Funk, hit me up with some of that thug.
Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. Hey man, I'm in the building today and I felt inclined. I felt it in my spirit that I needed to come and do a live today because I was pissed off with some of the things that I saw in the video that I did, the comments that I saw in the video. And I'm like, damn, I told y'all to listen to the entire video so that you could understand the clarity in which I was speaking to, because you're not going to get it in just speaking or just listening to maybe the first 4 minutes or whatever. You got to hear the entire thing, right? That was number one. And then number two, I think some of y'all actually did listen to the entire video because of some of the comments that you made, but it doesn't even matter if you listen to the entire video because you can't see or hear because Terence Crawford dick and balls are all up in your face where you're blinded. Yeah, meat eaters. Because there was nothing wrong with what I said. I literally heard people tell me that I hopped on the Fanon bandwagon. And I actually said something that was completely different from Fanon. It actually contradicted what Fanon said. Shout out to the big bro Fanon. Shout out to the big bro. But I said something completely different. And yet I see people making ridiculous comments in the comment section talking about we hating, or I'm hating because it was my video. Jason had nothing to do with it. I'm hating. I got an issue with Bud. What's new with Greg hating on Bud? And all these other things. When it does, literally. And if you were in the Discord, you know I made exactly the same argument I made in the Discord. Exactly the same argument. Yet these meat eaters, blinded by the enormity of Terence Crawford's penis in 3D as it sits right in their face because that's all they can think about, it's an issue. It's an issue. And that pisses me off, man. I get pissed off when people make claims that are not true and they know that they're not true, but because they're either blind, dumb, or they want another man's in their mouth, they can't hear what I'm saying. That is BS. And I don't know what, I see what you're saying, Jason. Shout out to Manager Marty. I don't know what Manager Marty said on his videos because I haven't seen his videos because I haven't looked at them. But whatever he said, I'm sure it's not what I said. So we're going to break down what I said because what I said was completely different. But before we jump into that, let me give a shout out to those of you who are in the building. We got Jason Williams in the building. Shout out to Jason Williams, a fellow Floridian. He knows about the music I was playing earlier. He talking about Miami to be exact, but I don't care what part of Florida you from. The culture of Florida spans from Central Florida all the way down to South Florida. Now, when you get up to North Florida is different. North Florida is like South Georgia. But Middle Florida on down to South Florida, it's the same culture. So I don't want to hear nothing about you want to single out Miami. It's all the same. That's number one. But I digress. Shout out to Cal Coolit is in the building. 2 Cent is in the building. And we got 27, or I named 3 people. So we got 24. We actually got 27 other people that are in the building currently. Make sure you smash the like button because, man, we about to go in on this topic. We about to go in on this topic, right? Because this was a topic that, I actually kind of polled the Discord to a certain degree and said, let's talk about it. Because I have a perspective that I think is different. B-Dog, what's going on with you? I have a perspective that I think is actually different than what you would generally hear from content creators. Because you got content creators on this side that are generally Terence Crawford meat eaters. You guys know who they are. And then you got content creators on this side that are Terence Crawford haters. I guess we fit into the Terence Crawford haters according to most of y'all. But I think my perspective literally sits right in the middle. But yet I was still criticized for what I had to say about Terence Crawford and his weight transformation. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it on this live. And not only that, I'm going to bring you guys up. I'm going to open up the phone lines of the panel. I haven't decided which one yet. And we're going to come in and we're going to talk about it. And we're still going to do our live stream tomorrow, 4 p.m. So let's get into it. We saw, shout out to the big bro Fanon. We saw Fanon make a comment about Terence Crawford. And he said Terence Crawford looks like a steroid monster. And Fanon is very good. Fanon is a lawyer by trade. So his words are done very well and succinctly. He said he looks like a steroid monster. He didn't say he was. Said he looks like a steroid monster. And it's because Terence Crawford has put on a significant amount of muscle mass over the last, let's call it 4 or 5 months. And there's a reason why I said 4 or 5 months. But you can see pictures of Crawford. I can pull up some pictures of Crawford for you guys if you like. As a matter of fact, let me do that. Let me do that. Let's pull up some pictures of good old Bud. And we can make some comparisons. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen here real quick. Because some of this stuff, I truly don't understand it, man. I struggle with it. I just don't get it. Here's Terence Crawford right here, guys. This is Bud Crawford. Right here. When he's getting ready to weigh in versus Errol Spence. Now, I want you guys to understand something. I want to make this clear. This is the ceremonial weigh-in. This isn't the normal weigh-in. The normal weigh-in happened earlier in the day, which means this is a Terence Crawford that has actually had time to hydrate. This Bud Crawford has hydrated. Okay? That's a big difference. Okay, now let me pull up how Terence Crawford looked against Madrimov. Let's pull it up. Actually, no, I'm gonna show this other Bud picture before I do that. Let's do that first. Let me show this other Bud picture first. This is the other one from Errol Spence. Look at Crawford. Look at his width. Pause. Shoulders, body, etc. I want you to understand what he looks like at this moment. I want you to all understand what he looks like at this moment. Because what somebody told me in the comment section is that Terence Crawford has been bulking up since Errol Spence. He's been bulking up since Errol Spence. Okay, so here's another picture of him. All right. So let me open up a picture with him and Madrimov. Let me show this one. This is him with Madrimov. Look at Terence Crawford. He is not considerably bigger. He has a little bit more body fat, but he is not considerably bigger in the Madrimov fight. All he did in the Madrimov fight was not cut as much. That's all he did. That's it, guys. He is not considerably bigger. So now let's pull up another picture. This is the picture with him versus Canelo, or at least a face-off between he and Canelo. And this was right after the fight with Skull. This is Bud Crawford. Look how much bigger Crawford looks in this picture. None of you would say Terence Crawford was the same size as Canelo Alvarez a year or a year and a half ago. No one would. So clearly he has bulked. He has bulked up. And it's been since the Madrimov fight. And I'm doing this for a reason, because I want to dismiss this whole claim that Terence Crawford has been bulking for 2 years. It's not true. It's not true. Okay? So, now that we have dismissed that, we know for a fact that Terence Crawford has been bulking probably since around May-ish. And the reason why we say that is because it was reported that Terence Crawford was hurt, and the reason why he would not fight in May, that he had some type of hand situation going on. That was reported. We all knew this, right? This isn't new news. So this bulking really started around May, okay? Now, let's get into what I have been saying, okay? Because I want to make sure that it's clear. Because we have so many people, again, that are either idiots, fail to actually listen to what is being said, or simply blinded by the enormity of Terence Crawford's meat as it smacks them up against the face and they smile. Because it makes no sense. I get tired of people coming and saying stuff that I didn't say and that we're hating when it's not true. So let's go into it. Terence Crawford has bulked up. But what I've argued, and before I go into this, we got 71 people in the building, but we only got 23 likes. Fam, we got to smash the like button, fam. Like, we got to smash the like button. We need other people to see this content because I want other people to understand what it is that I am saying. Smash the like button, man, so other people can find this content, so they can actually hear and get the follow-up to the video that I made. Smash the like button. Now, let's continue into this. Shelton Moore, shout out, man. No, Shelton, listen to me, fam. Listen to me. You about to hear what it is that I'm saying. Because I'm not implying anything. I'm literally telling you facts. There is no implication. I'm not implying anything. But before I even go there, let me take a fine sip of this Chattanooga whiskey. It is amazing. Do me a favor. Y'all need to write Chattanooga whiskey and tell them that you guys heard about Chattanooga whiskey through this channel so that they can give us a sponsorship. I talked to them, but they don't believe that I'm having the impact that I do. I need y'all to reach out to Chattanooga whiskey, go look them up, and make sure that you tell them, hey man, look, y'all need to go ahead and get at those brothers because they drink your whiskey all the time. And that's how I heard about your whiskey. I had never heard of Chattanooga whiskey before you guys. All right, let's jump back into it. Let's talk about what I said, okay? So we know that Terence Crawford, in reality, started bulking around May. And what I have said is that you can't simply look at Terence Crawford and his bulk today, pause, and say that he is on anything. I'm going to pause and repeat that. You cannot look at what Terence Crawford looks like today and say that Terence Crawford is on anything based off of just how he looks. That is not enough, and here's why. The amount of muscle mass you put on is contingent upon your genetics, how much muscle mass you already have in your training that you've done in the past, and what type of muscle mass you're putting on. It's contingent on all of those things. There's two types of muscle that we can put on when we train. We can put on slow twitch and fast twitch. And you train in two different ways in order to put on fast twitch versus slow twitch. Slow twitch muscle is a lot easier to put on, specifically when you're older. I call those muscles show muscles. They look good. They're big. They're rounded, right? Look at that. There goes a show muscle right there, boy. This muscle right here is a show muscle. It can't do nothing right now. Not like the way it used to do it, but it's a show muscle. It has not been trained to do anything that it used to do. It has not been trained to do any kind of movements relative to the muscle or relative to the sport that I'm doing, right? That's a show muscle. That's slow twitch muscle. That's me going in the gym. That's me just simply curling. That's me doing bench presses. That's me doing overhead presses, whatever. That's how I develop that muscle. That's how I develop that muscle. Hold on. Somebody said, let me pause. Silvox TV. You right, Jason. I need to talk about this. Silvox TV is a whack television company that sent me a TV that is completely busted. Let me show you guys what they sent me. As a matter of fact, I apologize. I need to, this is a public service announcement because I need to make sure that none of my subscribers and the people that follow this channel don't get duped like I did. This TV right here is the TV that was delivered to my home. Busted. And these brothers still haven't given me a refund or sent me another TV. And they have refused to even correspond with me anymore. So I'm doing a public service announcement to make sure that nobody else. Silvox TVs, do not buy one. Do not buy one. All right, so back to what I was saying. So, Budrick Crawford, when you start talking about show muscles and you talk about slow twitch versus fast twitch, the slow twitch tends to be your show muscles, the muscles that you can put on a little bit easier. The fast twitch, where you got to do explosive movements like deadlifts, shrugs, plyometrics, those types of things, it is much more challenging and difficult. Much more challenging and difficult. Yeah, they screening my calls in order to put on that particular muscle mass, right? So if Terence Crawford has put on muscle, like for instance, and I put on muscle very easy. If I were to go right now and I eat an excess amount of calories, particularly protein, and I just go lift, and no run, just lift, I'll put on muscle fast. You'd be like, dang, Greg, you got swole. But I've probably only put on like 2 or 3 pounds. So it's really hard to decipher how much muscle Terence Crawford has put on versus how much fat, because he's put on both muscle and fat. You can tell by the amount of leanness in his body currently versus his traps and his shoulders, where you can see that he's put on a little bit of muscle, right? So the way that he looks today isn't necessarily reflective of if he is doing something that he shouldn't do. You'll need to see what happens on fight night, because at the end of the day, if he has put on significant muscle, and that significant muscle is fast twitch muscle fibers, which is virtually impossible to do in significant amounts over a short period of time. You cannot mass up with short twitch muscle fiber in a short amount of time. Shit doesn't happen. Doesn't work like that. Okay? And I'm no exercise scientist. This is years of research, years of training. From a weightlifter standpoint, from a basketball, I've trained for basketball, I've trained for boxing, and I've simply weightlifted. And I know the difference between training, and I know what types of exercise and movements target what types of outcomes relative to your training. So if Bud Crawford, in a short period of time, has put on significant short or fast twitch muscle fibers, that is completely different, a completely different situation than what we're describing here. So let's talk about it. Terence Crawford shows up in the ring and he has put on slow twitch muscle fiber. What you're going to see is a Terence Crawford that's slower. You're going to see a Terence Crawford that doesn't generate as much power. You're going to see a Terence Crawford that doesn't have as much speed, but a Terence Crawford that still could be capable of winning the fight. I repeat that. You're going to see a Terence Crawford that's not as fast, not as powerful, not as sharp, doesn't have the level of speed, but still capable of winning if he is if he has the right strategy. We know he has a skill set. If he has the right strategy, still the ability to win the fight. Right? However, if you see a Terence Crawford in the ring that not only has his IQ and his skills, but his speed is relatively intact, his power has transitioned up, his reflexes still remain extremely sharp, similar to what we saw at a lower weight class. Let's pause there. Let's just say that part, right? Even if that's the case, which I seriously doubt, because you can't put on that much fast twitch muscle fiber. What you expect in either situation, slow twitch or fast twitch, what you expect is an issue with endurance. you expect an issue with endurance. Why do you expect an issue with endurance? Because the underlying engine has not changed. His heart is the same size. His lungs are the same size. The veins in his body are the same size. His cardiovascular system, which encompasses all of those things, they're the same. They can deliver the same amount of oxygen, no different. The problem is you have a much bigger body that you are trying to generate power for, speed for, reflexes for. To use the example that I used in the video, if you have a Toyota Tercel and you strip the Toyota Tercel of the cabin and the body, and you put a cabin and a body of a 7 Series Beamer on it, it will not perform at the same level that it did when you had the Toyota Tercel. Why? Or let's back that up. Let's use a 7 Series Beamer engine, but you strip the cabin and then you place an SUV body and cabin on it. It will not perform like it did before because now it needs way more fuel, or it's going to be less efficient at fueling such a larger body. That's the same thing that's going to happen to Terence Crawford. It's simple physiology. Unless you change the underlying engine. So not only is it difficult to train and add fast twitch muscle fiber to the extent that you can maintain your speed, power, and reflexes, that in and of itself is challenging. But even if you are the 1 in a billion athlete that can, you will still be limited by your endurance. Because no matter how hard you train, your heart, lungs, and cardiovascular system won't get bigger. And for a fighter like Crawford, who has already maximized his cardiovascular system and conditioning, it won't be able to go further to carry a different or a bigger body. Those are the points that I made. So if Terence Crawford keeps his speed, his power, his reflexes, and then he moves up, and also by round 6, he seems to have the same level of stamina, then that means something has been changed in the underlying engine. The underlying engine isn't the same. That could be EPO that's now making it more beneficial for him or something like that. But it is unfair. Listen to what I'm saying. It is unfair to say that Terence Crawford is on anything today just based off how he looks. He has to actually perform. You can add the muscle. Those are show muscles. That doesn't mean you're going to perform. Mel was bigger, and we see how he performed. So it's unfair to say that based off the way he looked today. And that is a fair assessment. So when I see people saying that that's not fair and that I'm hating, I have a fucking problem with that. Now let me pause because Juice Lee just hit me with the $5. Where the Arrow News at, Gregory? This is a Bud News Network. Whatever. We were never a Errol Spence channel, as you would like to say, Juice Lee. We cover boxing. Therefore, no matter who wins the Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford fight, we win. What is it about that you guys don't understand? We win. We win. How about that? Now, let me pause for a second because I haven't had the chance to even look at the comment section. Usually, Jason looking at the comment section. But I wanted to put that out there because it's like, it is completely unfair to sit up and say that I'm hating on Terence Crawford when, in fact, I have a different opinion than what Fanon has relative to Terence Crawford. And I'm not saying Fanon's opinion is wrong. It could, in fact, be right. But what I am saying is that based off of the way he looks, in my opinion, it is not fair to say that he is on anything today. I'm confused by how that makes me a hater. Somebody in the comment section, please tell me how it makes me a hater. But while you telling me how that makes me a hater, please smash the like button. We got 105 people in the building. We got to get the likes up, fam. We got to get the likes up because I need people to find this content because what people are doing is they're creating fake narratives. They're creating fake narratives, and this gives me the opportunity to go into more detail. I can't do a 15, 20-minute video, right? You can't do a 15 or 20-minute video. But what I can do is do an extensive live, right? And that is what I need for you guys to talk about. Sheldon Moore said, nah, Greg, you are just making an observation. You are not. I appreciate you, Sheldon Moore. I'm not hating. I don't think just based off of, remember, guys, when the fight ended up happening with Errol Spence, we were one of the few channels that said, specifically me, that I don't believe Crawford looked the same to me. There was nothing different in terms of his power and speed. Errol was the one that looked different to me, not Bud. We have never been on the Terence Crawford is on something bandwagon. So that's why I'm surprised that anybody is even making this comment about a video that I put up. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. None. So at the end of the day, hold on, let me look at something real quick. My apologies. At the end of the day, I feel that, you are a hater because grown men sensitive as hell. That's 100% facts, man. We got people that are so sensitive and or live vicariously through other men to the extent that one dude told me that I'm a loser at life in the comment section. Brother said I'm a loser at life because I made an observation about Terence Crawford. I'm a loser at life. Think about that. Wow. Terence Crawford, I'm on record as saying Terence Crawford got a 40% chance to win this fight. I'm also on record as saying that, it depends on how he wins the fight. If Terence Crawford goes into the ring and win the fight, and it's based off of skill, strategy, and something that surprised me about in terms of how Canelo couldn't handle like a certain aspect of Terence Crawford's style. No problem. If Terence Crawford comes in there and looks incredibly fast as he did at 54, if Terence Crawford comes in there and is hurting Canelo with punches that we've never seen happen in the past, if Terence Crawford comes in there and is not getting tired, if Terence Crawford comes in there and reflexes look the same, it is completely fair to ask the question, how is he defying physiology at 38 years old? Completely fair. Okay, so Jason Williams just brought up something. Thank you, Jason Williams. That's why I love you so. Jason Williams is my brother from another because he just brought up a topic that somebody else mentioned in the comment section. Canelo Alvarez in the Eddie Reynoso camp, and the fact that all of them are on the juice. Dude, we've already talked about this. We've already talked about the fact that Canelo Alvarez has been busted for being on the juice. We know this. But the reason why I'm not talking about Canelo Alvarez in this particular situation, because I'm not accusing Terence Crawford of anything. Why do I need to talk about Canelo Alvarez as though I'm accusing I'm not accusing Terence Crawford. So why do I need to talk about Canelo? Help me understand. Help me. We know he's been to the Mexican meat market before. We understand it. Why do I need to comment on that? I'm not accusing Terence Crawford of anything. That's the part where I don't understand. I don't need to bring up Canelo Alvarez. This video, think about it. If you strip out and you actually strip your hatred of me and your perception of me, what implied language? There is no implied language. If you strip out your hatred of me and your hatred of the things that I've said in the past, you'll realize that the video actually defended Terence Crawford. It defended him. Jason Williams, there is no evidence that his coach is the plug. I don't know if his coach is the plug. How do I know if his coach is the plug? I don't know. I'm not speaking to anything like it's fact because I don't know. You're not about to get me sued. The fuck? You think you about to get me to go out there and say that? Fuck no. I'm not saying, and I'm not accusing Terence Crawford of anything. And I haven't said that anybody looked like they're doing anything. All I have said is Terence Crawford has visibly put on weight. And as far as I'm concerned, it is very clear that he's put on weight. But not only that, if Terence Crawford puts on weight and maintains certain aspects, right, then that's his issue. That's the issue that I would have. But I don't have a natural issue with Terence Crawford just because he's put on muscle. I expected Terence Crawford to put on muscle. He should put on muscle. He moving up in weight. I also expect him to put on body fat. I just dropped the link for those of you who want to join and talk about this. I would love for 2 Cent to hop on. I need someone rational with thinking that is rational on this panel. Because I know a lot of Bud Buddies are coming. Bud Buddies are coming. They are coming. Bud Buddies are coming. And so because I know Bud Buddies are coming, I want some people that are going to be on the chat that's going to offset the Bud Buddies. Let me see what's going on in the chat, man. I see you bed up. Oh, I see my boy Tunnel Vision in the building too. What's up, Tunnel? Tunnel Vision in the building. I know Tunnel Vision will be rational. Tunnel Vision say it's chemical warfare. He's saying that they both on the juice. That's what he's saying. He's saying they both on the juice. And if they both on the juice, so be it. We'll find out fight night. They'll both be on the juice. All I'm saying is that just based off of Crawford being bigger, that's not enough of a reason for me to say that he on the juice. That's all I'm saying. That's the only thing that I'm saying in regards to this. I love Bud Crawford. Comprehension is a lost art, Cal Coolett. You're not lying. People would say you saying one thing when you saying something completely different. And that's the problem that I have. I ask everybody, when you go to this video, make sure that you're looking at the video. Make sure that you understand what it is that I'm saying. Don't listen to the first few seconds of the video and then run off in the comment section talking about I'm hating. I'm not hating on Crawford. Truthfully, I just defended him. I just defended old Bud. Facts. 100% facts. I just defended Crawford. Okay, we got my girl. 2 Cent. 2 Cent, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Man, what's going on, man? I needed somebody rational in the building. I know you were gonna come in with a rational thought because we got too many people that are coming to the building and they talking crazy. So what's your thoughts on what I said? Was it fair or foul?
I think it's fair.
Okay.
I think it's fair. I got an echo. Do you hear that?
I don't hear an echo from you.
Okay. I think it's fair, but I think what people don't understand is that as an elite athlete, it's even harder to put in muscle.
Now you do sound a little broken up.
Let me hop on my computer. I'll be right back.
All right. 2 Cent gonna jump back on, come back on her computer. Oh man, we getting subscriptions out the wazoo too, man. People swear that they hate us. We've grown by like I don't know, 100 subscribers in like a day or so. People swear they hate AM Sports Media, but they keep coming back. And you want to know why they keep coming back? Because we spit facts. Everything that we spit is factuals. We don't spit no BS. We spit facts. We spit what it is that we believe. And we base it off of real, logical, rational reasoning. Some people do and some people don't. So it is what it is. Okay, we got Band Up in the building. Band Up, can you hear me? Band Up, I got you off mute. You there? Band Up on that whack ass internet. Band Up, your internet is trash today, man. It looked like you trying to come in, but I don't see you, brother. Or hear you. Yeah, I think Band Up. Band Up, try to come back in, bruh. You ain't working. Um, yeah. So again, we'll see what Terence Crawford looks like on fight night. We'll see if he looks like anything different than what we've seen in the past. But right now, like I said before, Crawford, even in his videos, to me, Crawford doesn't look like if you look at the video that's down in the bottom left-hand corner. And I did a video on this particular video. Crawford doesn't even look like he has the power that he normally does. DH.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, I can hear you, man. What's going on?
Uh, Not much, man. I just want to say thank you for the live. Thank you for the discussions.
Thank you,
I
man.
swear to God, I know why your subscription count is going up.
Why is that?
I
Why
know.
is that?
It's because people love to hate. They love to see like something they disagree with, and they love it. You know what I mean? Like it hits their soul. They say they don't like it, but they come back every time. So you got the winning formula with that. Listen. All these people talking about, you know, Crawford gonna cook Canelo. Listen, we can only go by what we last seen in the ring.
Mhm.
Crawford looked like trash against Madrimov. Let's be honest. I just watched
Yeah.
the fight the other day. I would say the first half to 2/3 of the fight, he looked bad. Let's just be honest with you. He looked bad. He looked gun shy. His reflexes weren't there, and I just don't see it. I don't see it at 168. I really see him basically taking a lap the first couple of rounds. He's not going to come out there. He's not going to be throwing combinations. He's going to try to get into a rhythm. And it's possible. Listen, Canelo looked like shit his last fight too. I just think it's going to be a disappointing fight. People are not going to like the fight as much as they think they are. We going on both on past performances, Madrimov and Skull. We taking those versions. You bringing Bud up, and you're just making Canelo one fight removed from the Skull fight. It's not going to be what people think it is. So that's my take on that. As far as
Yeah.
the weight gain, people tend to forget Jermell looked fantastic in his pictures,
Yep.
in his training videos, and all the editing and all the grainy photos made him look like a monster. He
Yeah.
got on the scale and he looked soft. He got in the ring, he looked even softer.
Yep.
It's just people are just falling for the card trick. They're just falling for the card trick, and they're going to be successful, and you're going to be successful. So I just want to congratulate you on that, man.
I appreciate that, man. And that is I think that's the winning formula. But I think part of the winning formula is that everything is rooted in logic. So when people hear something, if I was just saying something that was completely idiotic, they just move on. But because deep down in their heart, they know what I'm saying makes a lot of sense. That is what really resonates with them. And even if they don't necessarily agree with it, it bothers them to their core. So I think that's partly what's really driving the whole situation. But I got a couple of other people in the building. I'm gonna come back to you, 2 Cent. No, you can stay on, but I want to come back and make sure that I hear a couple. I'm gonna come back to you, 2 Cent, because I know we got the resident hater of the channel in the building. We got your boy Band Up in the building. He's a hater. Band Up, what's up?
Oh Lord. Oh, you sound like computer love.
Band up. I can't hear you, bruh. Oh, you breaking up bad, bruh. Yeah, you breaking up real bad, band up. Yo, band up. You know what? I might just drop the number in there too for some of y'all because your internet is awful.
You too busy hating.
Yeah, you breaking up, fam. All right, 2 Cent. What's going on, 2 Cent?
What's
Talk
going
to
on?
us.
Whatever.
Talk to us.
I mean, I think that made sense what you were saying about the fast twitch muscles and all of that made a lot of sense. But you still got to take into consideration how much weight he put on so fast, considering the fact that he's already an elite athlete.
Mm-hmm.
He's already at peak condition. So it's even harder for them to put on muscle. So even if you say he doesn't look exactly how he looked with the speed and all of that, even the fact that he's able to put on that amount of muscle in that amount of time is questionable.
I hear you. And you made a cogent point in the Discord where you said age is also going to play a factor in it as well.
Correct. That's another thing. His age. How are you able to produce this much muscle at 38 years old?
Yeah.
In peak condition?
Yeah. I mean,
naturally.
Fair points. Fair points.
And another thing I want to say,
go ahead.
It's even harder for a cardio athlete to bulk up and put on muscle. He's a boxer. He's a cardio athlete. He does a lot of cardio. Unless he's not doing a lot of cardio, which is going to work against him once again because your body needs more oxygen the more muscle you have.
That's all 100% facts. All 100% facts. Now, the thing that I would say is that it's possible that he stopped the cardio to put on the mass. So I definitely think it's possible for him to put on the mass. I think it's possible. I think the way he puts on the mass is going to be the question. Is it fast twitch or is it just show muscles? If it's show muscles just to have additional mass that you can take shots better, then I think the way he looks is fine. I don't think there's any issue with it. If all of a sudden he gets in the ring and we realize, oh, this is a lot of fast twitch muscle fiber that he put on because he's still quick. He's a lot quicker than what you would expect. He has more power than what you would expect. He's not getting tired. Those are indicators that something else is happening. And honestly, I don't suspect to see that on fight night. I suspect that I'm going to see a smart Crawford that has reduced speed, reduced reflexes, but one that is fighting in a very intelligent way with a really good game plan to frustrate Canelo. That's what I expect. So we'll see.
No,
what
he's
happens.
going to need all the attributes to beat Canelo. He could be.
No. I'm not saying that he can win like that. I'm saying that I think that's what we're going to see. I think Terence Crawford's chance of winning against Canelo is he is able to connect from range, quickly move out, force Canelo to keep resetting, and then start over and hope that he can do it for 12 rounds. I don't think that's possible. And I think eventually it's going to end up being his downfall. So that's the way that I kind of look at it. But if he's going to win, I think that's the way he's going to win. I got to keep forcing this guy to reset, get my shit off, do slight movements, force him to reset, and every once in a while, use a little bit of movement to get out of range if he's really, really trying to get off. And that way, I think he could possibly win with going up and losing some speed or some reflex or some power, but maintaining at least a decent amount, 80% of his endurance or 85% of his endurance or something like that. When you're natural, it's a give and take. You can't keep all of that, period. And that's the problem that I have. DH, you about to say something? Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think that Crawford is a better boxer than Jermell?
Than Jermell?
Yeah.
I think Terence Crawford is a much better counterpuncher And I think he sets better traps, much better traps than Jamel. But Jamel can fight from distance, jab, movement, that kind of stuff at the same level, if not slightly better than Terence Crawford. But I think Crawford is better at, hey, I can counterpunch you, I can hit you from weird angles, better reflexes, more speed, that type of deal, and a better IQ in terms of setting you up. That's how I view it.
Okay. You think he hit harder?
No.
Okay.
DH, were you about to say something? Oh, hold on. Before you go, DH, I got Terrence Best Damn Videos in the building. What's up, Terrence? I want to get you in. I know you about to get
Terrence
upset.
about to start crying.
Yeah, you about to cry. Terrence, you there? I can't hear you, man. You still on mute. Unmute yourself. Well, he looked like he in the building, but I see you just unmuted yourself. Say something. I can't hear you. Okay, let me do this, because some of you, I don't know what's going on with the connection. So what I want to do then is let's do this. Let's drop the phone line in there as well. So you guys have an option. Oh God, this isn't right. To call the phone as well. I want to make sure that some of y'all can get on and pop your collar about this topic. DH, what you were about to say about the situation? Sound like you were about to say something. DH, you there? Oh man, look like DH gone too. 2 Cent, you still there?
Yeah, sorry
Can you hear
about
me?
that. I had
Oh,
myself
okay.
on mute. My
Yeah.
bad.
Okay. There
My
you go,
bad.
DH. What's up?
Yeah. Okay. So, I was alive and actually saw the fight with Roy Jones and
Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, Roy Jones was obviously he was juiced to the gills. Like that was prime Roy, but he was, he was juiced. And even he came in light. You know what I mean? He came in light for heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
Um but he was slower, but he was much faster than Ruiz. So my my guess is that if Crawford is natural, what he's going to try to do is um, punch to offset Canelo, because Canelo
Mm-hmm.
does his little dip, his high guard, his dip, his feint to the body, maybe feint upstairs, mix up his singles and doubles. And against the southpaw, that's what he always does. Always jab, jab, right to the body or right upstairs. He's kind of limited himself to that. He doesn't throw. Listen, if this was the Canelo that threw combinations like 5 years ago, he cooked Crawford. Like there would be no doubt about it. But because he's limited now, due to his knee, due to his hand injuries, due to his shoulder injuries, he's going to be the singles and doubles kind of dude and the hooks to the body.
Mm-hmm.
So Crawford, what his strategy is probably going to be is to offset like Bivol did with his jab, try to offset, and then as Canelo is kind of, Canelo does that kind of lean back. He does the high guard and parries with his shots a lot, and he
Yeah.
leans back, but he doesn't move his feet. So that's what, to me, I believe Crawford's going to try to do. He's going to try to get into those, not exchanges, but he's going to try to be first while Canelo is feinting, and he's going to try to get off and get out. And
Yep.
that's going to be the fight. That's going to be the fight. And people think it's going to be exciting and shit like that. But I think that's kind of what the fight is going to look like. The problem that I see is that Crawford gets backed up to the ropes a little too much. And it's what happened with Jermell Charlo. Now, I don't think Crawford's going to be able to move as much as Jermell moved. Because if Crawford starts doing that, people are going to really not accept that from Crawford. They barely accepted it from Jermell, but they're really not going to accept it from Crawford. And I don't think Crawford's going to do that. Well, Crawford is gonna find himself in the situation is if a lot of this is based on Canelo. If Canelo starts jabbing, that's going to be a problem for Crawford. That's going to be a big problem for Crawford. Because if Canelo jabs, that's going to offset Crawford's timing, and it's going to make him hesitant like he was in the Madrimov fight. He was very hesitant because the feints, and also Madrimov was jabbing. And that's what offset. People actually just think that it was just a bunch of fucking fidgeting and shit. That's not what threw Crawford off. Because Madrimov was throwing a jab and throwing lead straight rights. And that's what threw off Crawford. His timing, it was completely thrown off. So if Canelo goes in there and actually uses his jab, it's going to be a long night for Crawford. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, no, I think that's an excellent breakdown. I think Crawford did have some challenges with the feints because feints make it much more difficult to actually counter. And I think that was some of the challenge that he had in the fight against Madrimov. And I think Canelo can feint. I think Canelo is going to be able to counterpunch. I think Canelo is going to be, and you're right that Canelo isn't the same Canelo that we saw 5 years ago. That's partly the reason why Terence Crawford wants to fight him. I think
you heard all them injuries he listed.
Say that again.
You heard all them injuries DH listed.
Yeah, I heard him. Yeah, he's not.
Say his brother wife want to fight him.
Yeah, he's not the same fighter that he used to be, but I think he still has enough to beat Crawford. And the reason
I think Canelo is smart. I think Canelo is way smarter than people are giving him credit for.
Facts.
I think that's what's going to get people in trouble.
And nobody's mentioning what's going to happen when Canelo lands shots on Crawford.
Oh, yeah, that's what we've said in the past. Like, what happens when Canelo starts to hit on, not even landing? I'm talking about hitting his shoulders, hitting his arms, hitting his hips. Terence Crawford, no matter how big he is, his frame has not gotten bigger. So that's the other thing. His what do you call it? His skeleton has not gotten any bigger. That skeleton is not built to handle those types of punches. And I don't care if they can talk about huh?
You sure about that?
Oh, here we go, man. Shout out to my boy Terrence. Best damn videos is in the building. That gotta be him, because that's what I'm hearing. What's going on, man?
That is crazy. Oh, you don't see the number that come in. You don't see the 206.
That's that Buster band up. Okay, Buster band up.
No, you would have
go
known
ahead.
Exactly what it was when you seen that 206 pop up. Come on.
Oh, go ahead, Buster. Go ahead, Buster. It's your time, Buster.
Look. This is how we're gonna start this one. Look, gang.
Yeah.
Today, on July 26, 2025, Greg actually didn't hate today. I agree with you. You was giving Crawford's little props. Fernand's the real 304. Let's keep it a stat. But that's for another day. You know what I mean? But you wasn't hating. But the other 364 days, oh man, you be hating, bro. I just commented on your video that you had yesterday. Call me Mr. Hater. I said, bro, you was talking about how we bring all this to the plat. You bring everything besides positivity to that boy Crawford's name. Let's keep it a stack. And then you want to deceive the fans. Talk about you wasn't an EJ channel. Man, if anybody go back to your first 100, 200 videos, who is the boxer that is playing in the background of your videos? The only boxer that is playing in the background of your first 100, 200 videos. Who is it? It's only one man. So you can't get mad at people for thinking that you a pro EJ channel. I know a little bit because I've been following the whole time. You did? But you know what I mean? That's what gives the illusion off. You had it, and then, oh, man, the reaction. Oh, the reaction that day was so classic. It was so classic. And you was humbled that day. You know what I mean? You and Jason took that humbling for all them haters sent Ironheart with us. You know what I mean? It was a group chatting ass. Don't want to hop up and get cooked. You know what I'm saying? But I can cook him without him hopping up. You know what I mean? Because he's a liar. You know what I mean? We're gonna get this cat out of here today. You know what I'm saying? And one thing you guys are saying that it was more than just feints. It was the level changes. Majimov was doing a shit ton of level changes, in there. That's what if you want to call him having issues. But Sin Ironheart tried to lie the other day to everybody. I think we was on Dean's. He said Terence Crawford. He said no. He asked a question. It was a blind question. He said if a fighter throws 200 punches and lands 11 of them, is he a good fighter? Then he tried to lie and say that's what Terence Crawford did with Majimov. Bruh, go to fucking Google. It tells you Terence Crawford threw 158 more punches than him and landed 11 more punches than him. It wasn't even 200. So look at the damn fight. Then you go back and watch the fight. Terence Crawford was keeping that boy at bay. Majimov was scared to go in after a while. Then he had his little successes here and there. You know what I mean? Catching Bud falling asleep on his feet, whatever the case may be. But other than that, Bud had no issues with him. He outlanded him 7 out of 12 rounds. So what issues did all these people you guys trying to say he had with him? The nigga was irky jerky. And we see what happens with them irky jerky styles, like Tyson Fury when he was against Wilder. Them irky jerky styles is hard to predict. It's not the easiest fucking thing to predict. So what you got to do is keep him at bay by shooting them shots that you were shooting. All them shots was meant. That's how it's supposed to go down.
Ortiz didn't have a problem with him.
Ortiz blasted his ass. That's what I was just about to go. Ortiz blasted his ass. But go ahead. Oh, the irky jerky style is so hard. Ortiz didn't have a problem with it.
Hey, yo.
All you gotta do is beat Terence Crawford.
Glad you said Ortiz blasted his ass. And what the fuck happened to Ortiz at the end of the fight?
He won? He won? He won?
Who, Ortiz?
Yeah, Ortiz won. What you talking about? What happened at the end of the fight? He fucking won.
Which one? Ortiz.
Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz beat the shit out of Majimov. Beat the fuck out of him. Now what? Man, stop. Hey, hold on. I got to get a few other people in the building. Hold on, real quick.
You can't use the triangle theory. Isn't that what your problem? What you like to say?
That's all fine. No, I get it.
I mean, Greg, you don't want to tell me that. Triangle theory.
Agree.
You can't use what a fighter did in one fight and place him in another fight and say that's what he did.
Agree. All I'm saying is that the herky jerky style is not that hard to figure out. Now, hold on.
Hold on. Was he herky jerky like that in the Virgil fight, like he was with Crawford? Didn't he do as many feints? Because you can't count feints. You can't count the way he changes the feints.
Yes.
Was he the same type of fighter like he was in Bud's fight?
Yes. Now let's move on.
No.
Hold on. Let me.
And towards the back end of the fight, he tried to press him. You guys must have forgot. I was in the building.
Oh man, stop it.
Stop it, man. Trying to press Brad like he did Ortiz at the end.
Stop it.
Like that.
He was running from Ortiz. Man, stop. Okay, hold on, man. We got to get some other people in the building. We got some other people that enjoy. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I'm still give you opportunity to talk. But I got Terrence Best Damn Videos. You there?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I need to get my boy in, man. What's up?
What's up, Greg, man? What's up? You and 2 Cents bullshitting here, and I see Sin on here. I know he gonna come up here with some bullshit. But anyway, listen, bro. Let me tell you. Look, us Bud fans, we chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? Because once Bud beat Canelo, he going on Rush, whatever you call that big ass rock, whatever. One of those 4 people in there, bro. Because you all know this man is the boss. Y'all out here trying to create narratives to when that man win. To put him down, to say, oh, no, he ain't up there.
Hold on, Terrence. So you telling me
go ahead, what?
Oh, you telling me I didn't just defend Terence Crawford, stating that you cannot say that he's on something based off what he looks like right now?
But Greg, I ain't gonna say that. You gonna make up something different. Come on, bro. I know how you Bud haters are. You'll find something to make up. You won't say it's performance enhancing drugs, but then you'll come up with something. Y'all can't let that man shine.
Oh, you talking about if he wins?
What's up?
Yeah, if he wins, Canelo dislocated his shoulder in training camp.
I know it'll be son. That's why we just laughing right now because we know y'all haters gonna make excuses, but the mainstream gonna give him his credit.
Okay,
It no matter what y'all do, the mainstream, if he beats Canelo, they gonna give him his credit. They gonna put him up there with the Rand. They're gonna put him up there with Hagler, and y'all just gonna be upset.
okay,
No, I'm sorry. Start crying now, cause he about to
okay,
beat that boy.
okay. If he
He
beat him,
can't
then he
beat
beat him.
Crawford.
Okay, if he beat him, then he beat him. Now, if he loses, I want you
Yeah.
on here talking. I want you on here.
No, but why? No, my question: why do you think
How he
why
lose
do you think
though,
that
Greg? How he
happens?
lose? Does he get cheated?
I don't give a shit.
Does he win the fight
I
and
don't
they
give.
give it to Canelo?
I don't give a
I'm
fuck how he
asking you
loses.
that. Now that's what if Canelo clearly beats him, I will say yes. I will give him this credit. But if Bub go out there and win eight or nine rounds convincingly, and then they give it to Canelo, hell no. I'm gonna come up here and say Bub won and they cheated him. So I'm
Okay,
telling you like that.
and I'm gonna laugh at
And
you.
for
That's
y'all
all
who
I
said,
want to do.
and any of y'all saying that Majimov was close in that fight, we know you're a hater. We just know a hater. Y'all know the back half of that fight, Bud beat that boy convincingly. He
No, he
was hitting
didn't.
him with everything. And just
Stop.
like Band Up said, that man ain't never fought like
Official
that before
judges had it
and never
close.
will.
Official
This man
judges
threw
had it close.
150 feints
Stop.
before every punch
Stop.
and covered up. And by the way,
Official
what did
judges had
Majimov
it
say?
close.
He said Bud hit hard.
No, he
What
didn't.
are y'all
Official
talking
judges
about?
Hello,
had it
No, he didn't.
close.
hello.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
Yes, he
did.
did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
I don't care what that nigga said. I know what I saw.
Well, hold
Here
on.
come
Okay,
Ryan. I'm gonna
okay.
go now. Let Sin get in here, talk his bullshit.
Too many
Hold on.
damn
Yeah,
We
I
got
heard, I
let.
heard some
boys.
Crawford groupies. I heard some Crawford groupies bring up my name,
Yeah,
so I had to
Sin. What
step
you
up
got
here and
going on?
defend myself. What I lie about? Groupies.
You said, oh, you asked the platform the other day. If a fighter throws 200 punches and only lands 11, does that make him an elite fighter or whatever the fuck you try to ask? Nigga, who the fuck threw 200 punches and only landed 11?
Okay, are you ready? Am I ready? I mean, am I good to respond to that?
Yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
All right, there's a bum ass fighter that y'all glorify named Terence Crawford. That Israel Mazamov, who only had 11 fights when he fought Crawford, and he threw 200 more punches than Israel Mazamov and only landed 11 of those 200. If you take
That's a
that
lie.
performance
Hey,
and you bring it up
there's
to
an
Canelo,
echo.
who is on record making somebody miss 6, 7 punches in a row, we've never seen Crawford's defense at the level that we.
Hey, I'm sorry. Sin Lionheart. Somebody's
That's it.
somebody's echoing. Okay, sorry. It was actually Terrence Best Damn Videos that was echoing. Go ahead, Sin.
Yeah, because I couldn't hear none of
All
that.
right, so for Crawford to be an elite fighter, he threw 200 more punches than Mazamov and only landed 11 of those 200.
That's a
I've
lie.
never
He
seen
threw
such a horrible stat.
158 more.
Look at the
158.
CompuBox
Stop
Oh,
lying.
stats. I
let him
watched the
talk. Let him
fight.
talk. Let him talk.
So, in order for Canelo, or in order for Crawford to beat Canelo, we have to see a series of things that we've never seen in Crawford before. Because Crawford can't beat Kovalev. I doubt he could beat Billy Joe Saunders. He definitely can't beat Benavidez. There's a caliber of competition that Crawford has not seen, and the man has 40 fights. We've never seen nobody who had this many fights that you can't name nobody great. And at the point of 25, 30 fights, and you're ducking top tier competition, this is deliberate at this point. The fact that he touched more metal than RoboCop in boxing and never defended his undisputed crown, never defended anything. I don't know why we trying to act like this man is greater than what he is, or act like there's not some smoke and mirrors involved in his career tactic. If he beats Canelo, I'll give Victor Conte his due credit for one. Uh, for
Hello.
two, I don't think Canelo is a scapegoat for Hall of Fame greatness. We've seen Canelo be beaten before. We also know that Canelo is not fighting the top tier competition, and he has been getting a lot of credit for mediocre performances against, not so dominant competition. So if Crawford beats Canelo, I just think that he beats Canelo. I don't think that this elects him to remove George Foreman or Mike Tyson or anybody off of Mount Rushmore to put his bum ass face up there when this man has had only two important fights in a 42-43 fight career.
I feel you. Like, I think what you're saying is logical. I think there's a lot of questions in regards to Terence Crawford's resume, and part of the reason why many of us question it. I think that's honestly, I think that's perfectly fair. Hold on, real quick though. Sin, let me get somebody else in there. We got 206 that called on the phone. 206, and I'm not talking about you, band up. There's another 206 in the building. What's up?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, okay. Okay, how you doing? So speaking on the whole Israel Matamor fight, right?
Yep.
So, okay, how are you the champion at 154 and you're supposedly the bigger fighter, right? And you got somebody moving up from 147 and you throw only 200 punches and you ain't never fought the way how you fought before with Crawford. So what, like I'm really trying to understand how people don't understand the logics. This dude threw 200 punches. He was not switching from orthodox to southpaw as he normally fought. He was literally faint and cautious of Crawford. So what does
He
that,
had
what
11
does that
fights.
say? Doesn't that say
There you go.
power?
That was going to be my response. But go ahead. The guy has 11 pro fights, man. 11 pro fights.
Okay,
That's why.
Okay. My question is, even with 11 pro fights, you're talking about an Eastern European style. If we're being realistic, this ain't no like Mexican style, it's Eastern European, just like Usyk and Lomachenko. These kind of styles, it takes a while for you to figure out because they are literally, it's called pendulum. Like it's in and out and they're fainting, right? But Israel literally threw 200 punches. That's the lowest he's ever thrown in his entire 10 fights. So all of a sudden, you're throwing 200 punches for a 147-pounder coming up. Like, what do that say? Because if I'm the bigger fighter, somebody moving up to my weight class, I'm bigger than you, right? I'm not throwing 200 punches unless I'm scared, unless I know something else is coming back that I can get hurt with. So come on, man, y'all talk about buddy.
So can we?
Whoa.
Hold on. Before we go there,
You're misreading that stat. You're misreading that stat that I predicted.
hold on, guys. Before we go there, hold on, guys.
That's cool, but like bug out power.
Okay, hold on. I get you. Let's pull up the Madrimov video that you guys are talking about because I think that's fair to go ahead and play it so everybody can hear what Madrimov said. Because I don't know. You guys say that he said Bud can punch. I just want to validate that because I didn't hear that. So let me pull up the video real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me get it up. So let's do this. I'm gonna put it right here. All right. And then I gotta. Y'all should be able to see it. Everybody should be able to see it once I share it. Even those of you who are currently on the thing. So let me share it real quick.
Brother, Israel don't have to say Bud can punch hard or soft. Watch the fight. If you pay attention to once again,
I watched those fights and seen those soft ass punches.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Y'all keep talking about Bud is small. He ain't got this, he ain't got that. 147-pounder moving up to 154. You talking about the bigger fighter. You know how embarrassing that is? You the bigger fighter.
Oh my
you only
God.
threw 200 punches
I
in 12
can't take
rounds,
these lies
and all
anymore,
you're doing
man.
is faint.
But hold on. Let's let him say. Okay.
Don't faint like that. Usyk don't faint like that. Lomachenko them don't faint 12 rounds and only throw 200 punches, and they Eastern European style. If we're gonna talk boxing, let's talk boxing, man. That's Eastern European style.
Yeah, let's talk boxing.
But hold on.
If y'all know boxing, y'all should know this. Eastern European style is not a style that you throw 200 punches in 12 rounds and all you're doing is
okay.
He fought an Eastern European before. He had no problem throwing punches. Shut up.
But hold on. Okay, so we heard what you said, 206. Let's hear what Madrimov had to say. I get it. Let's hear what Madrimov had to say because I want to validate that. I don't know what he said. Let's validate that, and then let's talk about it because I think there are logical responses to what you're saying. But let's go. Let's hear what he had to say. You guys can see the video, right?
KLR Sports are here with Israel Madrimov. Man, an incredible fight. I feel like I feel like saying congratulations just because it was such a good fight. At one point, it felt like you were timing him with the right hand. It seemed like you were kind of catching him when you wanted to. What did you see that saw the opening for the right hand?
Как-то приятно было, потому что я дрался паунд по паунд, и я достаточно достал своим ударом, и это мне дает мотивация тоже, чтобы в дальнейшем, да, план, по плану мы все сделали, да.
Yeah, it was our game plan to work it this way. I practiced that, and I was trying to set up with that right hand. I was trying to set up the other shots, and it's just a great feeling. You're fighting pound for pound best fighter in the world. Your favorite fighter, and you're doing better than him. It's just a great feeling overall, and I felt very, other than result, I feel very pleased with, with how everything played out.
Joel Diaz very upset. He talks about how hard you guys work, and to not get the credit. In these moments, just what instructions was he giving you? What adjustments did you have to make in there that he was telling you to make?
И какие изменения ты вводил в игру?
Мы по плану все сделали, и это все Бог дал. Какой результат, альхамдулилля, ничего не говорим, но все видели, что там было. Поэтому Джоэл чуть как на эмоции говорит.
Of course, Joel is very emotional because we put the work in, and we're a family, and he really worries about me and all of us, and that's understandable because a lot of people felt that I won the fight, and you can hear the reaction after the announcement, how people were booing and and just walking, and the people yelling at me that I won the fight and everything. Of course, my coach got a little bit emotional, and that's why he's saying, but he's a very calm person in life, so.
Terence obviously moved up. What did his power feel like compared to other 54 pounders that you've been in there with?
Хороший боксер, на этом весе я больше ударов я видел, чем Кроуфорда, поэтому нормально для да, он другой вес поднялся, поэтому не так сильно было.
Like he's a great boxer. He has other tools than power. Like power wise, he's not the biggest puncher that I've faced there.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
Okay.
Bullshit!
Okay.
Bullshit!
Hold on. Okay.
What did he say? I heard a lot of feedback.
Hold on. He said power-wise, he's not the biggest puncher.
Okay. He says he's not the bigger puncher, right? But if that was the case, and you were not afraid of his power,
God.
why only throw 100 punches?
Hold on. 206. Hold on. Because I knew that's what you were going to come back with. And so now let me finish. Let me finish. 206. Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's go ahead and kill that noise right now, okay? Because what you're talking about, why he didn't throw punches, is bullshit. Against Virgil Ortiz, he only threw 127 punches. Against Kurbanov, the fight prior to that, he only threw.
No, he did not.
Dog, I got the punch stats up.
Against Virgil, he threw 400 punches. Go look.
That's not what the punch stats say.
No, it's not. Go look at the punch stats right now.
That's what I'm looking at. Okay, let me see if I can find different. Let me see if I can find different. Against Kurbanov, he threw. Now he had a hold on. Let me finish. He knocked out Kurbanov. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish.
Okay,
against Kurbanov on ESPN against Kurbanov, he won by 5th round knockout, but he had only thrown 78 punches at that point. 78 punches. Only 78 punches. So he was on track to only do 150 punches in that fight.
Ortiz?
Let's pull up Ortiz. Let me pull up Ortiz. I'm going to see if I can find it on ESPN. Because what I saw, it said that he only threw 127 punches. But let's see. Let me see if I can find where ESPN. Okay, this is Yahoo Sports. Let's see what Yahoo Sports said. See if I can find his punch stats. Because 400 punches is 279. Okay. Who found the 279? You found that on ESPN?
DH. Yeah, it was on X from CompuBox.
Oh,
CompuBox on Twitter.
the X that I saw on CompuBox didn't say that. Because the one that I'm looking at for Madrimov, it says, let me finish. He threw 7 in the first round, 8 in the second, 9 in the third, 7 in the. Let me share my screen. Because this was on X and it was the CompuBox. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just go to ESPN so that we can see it. But let me share my screen real quick. Because I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing. So hold on real quick.
I was gonna say, Greg, there's another video where he's at the press conference sitting down. The same day that you're pointing to that you had the video on your screen. It's the same thing, but he's sitting down at the press conference. And I'm reading it because I got the CCs on. It says there's no doubt he has power. There's no doubt he has skill.
Misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. He must somebody translated it wrong.
What?
Somebody translated wrong.
Same translator.
No, somebody translated wrong. Stop it. All right, let me share my screen.
Yo, they can say what they want, but that man never got staggered. He never got staggered, never stumbled.
Hold on, real quick. Can y'all see my screen? Hold on. I hear you. I hear you. But what I just played what he said. So okay. So now,
and it's the same thing.
That's not what he said in the video. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Okay. So hold on. Give me a second. We can come back to that.
Off of this video that you just played, this the same day. Actually, the video that I'm talking about is probably before your video.
Whatever.
Stand up. He literally just said out his own mouth.
I mean, what the fuck, man? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. All right.
Look what he said out his own mouth again.
You just said you read that. You just said you read that. You didn't say you saw it in the video. You just said you read it.
On. What are you talking about? You want to hear it for yourself? I'll replay it and play it for you.
No. I don't need it.
Bro.
Hold on. Let me finish doing what I'm doing first, and then we'll come back to that. All right. So you guys see the CompuBox here, right?
466. Yeah.
So, but this is total punches right here. So what's 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 10 plus 5 plus 12 plus 12 plus 8 plus 21 plus 16 plus. Oh, I'm looking at landed. Sorry. 30, 41, 41, 32. Total, okay, so I got you.
Yeah, it's total punches landed to
was 127. 127.
Yeah.
127. Yeah. Okay. The total punches thrown was 400. Okay. He's fighting against a counter puncher. So what?
Sin, where's those 200
come on, bro.
Okay. That's what. Okay, but if you're throwing against a counter puncher, right? Right.
Just say you read it. Just say you saw it in the video.
I said I turned the TVs on. What are you talking about? You want to hear it for yourself? I'll replay it and play it for you.
We've already.
They trolling. They trolling. They trolling. Don't listen to them, man. They trolling. They trolling. They know they trolling.
Hey, best damn videos. Hold on. Best damn videos. You know you my boy, right? But you're pissing me off right now. You know, I don't fucking my trolling. I played the video. The fuck are you talking about?
No, y'all trolling. What Band Up is saying is true. He said two different things. Because right after the fight, he was a little upset. But then when he came to his senses, he changed his mind.
Yeah, he didn't have no power when he came to his senses. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, he thought he lost that fight though. Come on, bro.
Okay,
he got beat up. Look at his face. Look at his face on that fight. Look at his face.
I think he lost the fight. That don't mean shit.
Let me get something.
Man got punched all over the face.
Let me get something.
Crawford came out second in that fight.
We got to go one. We got to go one at a time. So first we're gonna go with DH, then we're gonna go with Sin Ironheart, then Best Damn Videos, and then back to you, Band Up. DH, what's up?
So Crawford throws over 400 punches in the fight with Madrimov and only lands 11 more. Like, for real. Like,
He's
is
ass.
this what we're talking about? Is this what we're talking about? Is this what we're holding up as a good performance? Really?
He had
This
200
is
more
nuts.
punches over
This is
Madrimov
nuts. This is
and landed 11 of
absolutely
those
nuts.
200. Madrimov landed at a much higher and efficient percentage.
Absolutely. He
And not
landed
only
at a
that,
much higher
not
percentage.
hold on, not only that,
Hold on, we gotta go one at a time.
Crawford never staggered him.
We gotta go one at a time. I feel like y'all saying the
Crawford
same
never
thing.
staggered him,
Hold on,
never
Sin.
stumbled him.
I don't
My
think
fault, bro.
Sin. I don't think he's
Can you
actually
put the
arguing.
punch stack numbers up
Hold on. I will.
for the
Not too
Crawford
much
fight?
back and forth.
Hold on, Sin. I don't think he's arguing against what you're saying. I think he's actually saying the same thing.
Yeah, I'm saying the same
Can
thing.
you put the copy box numbers up, Greg?
I'm
For
that
Madrimov?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna put him up, but go ahead.
these people think I'm lying. I'm looking at it right now. The total
He gonna put it up.
punches landed 433. Crawford landed 95 of 433.
Yeah.
21.
Well, how you gonna let somebody throw 493 punches at you?
Because most of them were keep away jabs that weren't even landing. That's why you're not paying attention. And he was missing most of the hooks that he was trying to throw.
Okay, hold on.
Well, the man was fainting, huh?
Hold on, let me put. Let me. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, can y'all see? Can y'all see the punch stats? Can y'all see the punch stats?
Yeah, we can see him.
Okay, y'all need to. I guess. Hold on. Let me get my calculator up. I'm gonna add.
Oh no! I still see this. This RT's.
Hold on. Am I not sharing the right one?
6 out of 5.
Yeah, you're not sharing the right.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I see it now.
Oh, I thought it said Madrimov, but man, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, do you see it now?
Yeah. You just took it off. Okay, now I can see it.
Yeah. I put it back up. Okay, so let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and add them up. So let me add them up. So you got 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 6 plus 4 plus 12 plus 7 plus 8 plus 6 plus 11. So that says, is that 84 landed? Let me do it again. 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 6 plus 4 plus 12 plus 7 plus 8 plus 6 plus 11. It says 84. Okay, Terence Crawford landed 2 plus 7 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 11 plus 4. Sorry. 4 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12. 161? Is that right? Or did I not add that up right?
Nah. The Madrimov's total was 84 out of 275.
I got 84 for him.
Yeah, and Crawford's was 95 out of 433.
Okay, hold on. 2 plus 7. Oh, it might have not have cleared when I was adding it. Plus 6.
That's a crazy difference.
8 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 11 plus 4 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12. 95. So 95 minus 84 equals 11. He landed 11 more shots. Facts.
That's exactly
11 more shots. And damn near 500.
Let me just say this.
No.
Look at round 9.
You just got killed.
Get somebody with 11.
No, look at round 9. So y'all telling me Crawford was 1 out of 14 in power punches?
No,
come on, get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop out of here.
No. We gonna rely on it or we not. We gonna rely on it or we not. Hold on, real quick.
Well, let's just go to round 9. That's bullshit, bro.
Oh man, fuck all that. Okay, we got Corey Williams in the building real quick. My boy out of Orlando, Florida. Corey, what's going on with you, fam?
Man, what's happening, man? I'm chilling, dog. How y'all doing?
We doing well, man. What you got, man? We got to give Corey the floor. Please do not interrupt him. We got to let other people talk. So, Corey, what you got for us?
My only thing is the gentleman that's defending Crawford. I get your points, but we got to get to a point where we start respecting pros versus amateurs, right? Because none of us box for a living, right? Some of y'all might, like myself, might dabble in it since you was a kid, but eventually that's not what I became as a professional, right? So when a boxer say one thing, how do we get off? Start trying to tell a professional who does this for a living that what he said is not what it is. Like when Madrimov said Bud didn't have any power, he has other skills other than power. That's not the first thing you think about. Who are you or us to say what he's saying isn't factual? This is not what you do. So I don't understand the arrogance sometimes when boxers say things and then people are tied to their feelings about a certain topic that they just go off the rails. Oh, nah, and just try to go against it. Like, bro, this is not what you do. That's all I really want to put out there.
Okay,
No, I think that's fair.
Okay. I definitely.
Yeah, but who said that?
He's talking about 206.
Oh.
Fury was lying because Tyson Fury said that Usyk never had no.
Well, the one thing that I noticed as soon as Crawford came out in the Madrimov fight was that Crawford came out second as the challenger in a new division. So I already knew that he had to do less to win in the first place because Madrimov was the actual champion. That was a disrespect to him. They threw the whole little Eminem concert and shit. Everything was set up for Crawford to win. So all it took was 11 more punches. As long as he didn't get dropped or staggered or anything like that. That fight was tailor-made to set up him and Canelo.
Can I ask
In addition to that, there's also footage.
Can I put out a quick
where
question?
Eddie Hearn said Turkey went to him and said, "You ruined our plans. You ruined our plans." Before the decision was ruled out. Right after the fight, they said they wasn't worried about Canelo. What was going across their head based on that performance that made them disregard Canelo before they started pursuing the fight again a month or two later? Because they obviously had to see something that was inefficient, like what most of us have seen when we were watching the fight.
Let me ask this. Let me throw this out here.
Would double back and want to fight Canelo?
Say it again.
Was that? Yeah, you were going in and out. So are you saying why Crawford changed his mind and doubled back and wanted to fight Canelo after the Madrimov fight? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. When him and Turkey both said that they weren't focused on that fight based on his performance in Madrimov. And then a month later, they started talking it back up again. They didn't want to see no contenders in between. There was a million people that called out Crawford.
I wouldn't fight
in between those weight classes
right now. But if you offered me $50 million, I'd do it. Could money be the reason?
No, he's saying that Turkey didn't want the fight, so he's the one that's actually offering the money. Yeah. So let me put this out here because we were talking a lot about the box stats and all that other stuff, the punch stats, but you guys are talking about the fact that Madrimov was unwilling to throw more punches against Terence Crawford. Let's talk about the fact that Terence Crawford had essentially a guy in the ring that only had 11 pro fights and threw fucking 400 punches and fucking missed 300 of them. The fuck?
Crazy. He's crazy, right?
That's where you're not listening to the end up at. Did you not hear me tell you he kept that man at bay?
What?
He kept that boy at arm's length. Madrimov barely got in. He had to pick and time his shots where he could even get in.
So he was throwing
he didn't want to step to it.
So he was just throwing
That's exactly what I said, though.
I'm going to throw some shit to keep you off me.
Crawford was playing keep away the entire night. That's why.
Well, then that means he was scared of Madrimov's power. He was scared of Madrimov's power then. He was scared of the power. If he had to throw a shit ton of punches just to keep the guy off him, I mean, I've always said Terence Crawford's defense is his offense, the ability to counter. So I don't know, how the fuck do you throw 400 punches and only land 95? That is fucking awful.
That's crazy. That's pathetic, bro.
Wait.
That's the best fighter on the planet.
Wait.
When you look at
May I say something?
Yo, hold on. Okay. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Let 2 Cent get best damn video.
This is the best fighter on the planet.
Fact.
Okay, I just want to say this.
Right.
If I'm looking at this copy box, I'm agreeing with y'all. But I saw the fight. This is bullshit. Y'all know this is bullshit.
How is it bullshit?
Y'all know Crawford was beating the shit out of him in the latter half of the fight.
Not with 11.
I don't know where these numbers come from. Now, see, I did respect CompuBox numbers, but now I gotta say, shit, this might be bullshit.
So
I did respect CompuBox, but this is bullshit.
This is what I'm talking about right here with best best damn videos and Terence Crawford fans, when the fucking numbers don't support their fucked up narrative, then all of a sudden, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
I saw the fight.
Listen, no.
I watched it a
We
couple
did too,
times.
sir. We did too, and that's why we're talking about this.
Exactly.
I'm not saying
I
that's
saw
what
the
goes
fight and I described
What
the
I'm saying
fight
is that
before I even
it's
looked at
based
the
off
punch
the Eastern
stats.
European style. Bud was
You
trying
gotta
to
watch
imply
the
that he's
fight
soft
without
and
bouncing.
the Eastern
The reason why I can use the comfy
Hold on. We got a couple.
Go ahead,
Hold
two
on.
cents. Stop.
Hold on,
Chill
real
out.
quick. Hey, she got you. She got you good. Hold on, but we got a couple people in the building that we haven't had the chance to give them the opportunity to talk. We got Chris in the building, so I want to start off with Chris, and then we're gonna go to Shelton Moore. Chris, what's going on with you?
What up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Good, man. Good. I'm a big fan of the channel. I think y'all approach is very charismatic and magnetic. So real fan of the channel. Been enjoying it for a couple months now. But I wanted to weigh in.
Yeah.
And it kind of corresponds with the brother from earlier. It seemed like he a big Terence Crawford fan. Um, and so should a lot of people, man. I think Terence Crawford brings a lot of energy and a lot of realism to the sport. You know what I mean? He's just so relatable, especially if you Black American. I don't want to make it about race, you know what I'm saying? But if you from like the culture, you kind of you're gonna relate to Crawford in a certain way because he just that fly down to earth guy. So his personality, I can see why he gained so much fans. He gained me as a fan for sure. But we can also critique both fighters in this sense. You know, if we're gonna stick to the Terence Crawford Canelo situation, we can critique both of them. Obviously, Canelo hasn't been looking right in the last couple of fights. I'm a hardcore. You know what I mean? Boxing is my only form of entertainment for our sports. I don't watch basketball, football, so I pay a lot of attention to it, and I can see the decline. 2021 Canelo would not be a fair fight for Terence Crawford. Would not be a fair fight. Crawford would get obliterated very quickly, in my opinion. Not only that, I think he would get hurt. He would get the Billy Joe Saunders treatment. But right now, the reason why it's a and I'm gonna make a I'm going to follow up what you mentioned about the title of this video about him maybe potentially being on some type of enhancer. But Canelo, as of lately, looks. Forgive me and forgive me to your community in the comments, but he's been looking terrible. I don't think he's put a hurt on any of his opponents. I don't care if he dropped them or anything like that, but he has done nothing of the sort that would give me any indication that he would trouble Crawford at all right now. And as a matter of fact, I want to go as far as saying that I think if Crawford uses the style I'm assuming he's going to take, which what you mentioned earlier, touch and go, he's going to get dominated. It's almost like a cherry pick for Crawford. Crawford's not going up there and fighting the young killers that's going to come and throw crisp combinations, pinpoint accurate jabs, 1-2s. He's going to get a Canelo that's going to march forward, throw a couple of arm punches, move around. Maybe he might get a gift decision against Crawford, but right now, I think the only critique that Crawford should get is that this fight is a cherry pick because Canelo don't got it, in my opinion. I know that sounds extreme and dramatic, but I just don't see a world where Canelo wins a fair decision against a guy that's gonna touch, go, touch. Now you can respond to this, but Canelo kind of trash to me at this point, man. The 2021, how about this? The last time I saw Canelo at an elite level, I'm talking about with movement, even though he lost, was against Dimitri Bivol. Tell me I'm lying. He had great head movement. The only thing he didn't have was the size to match a guy that can move, punch, and back him up at the same time. Crawford, I think the only reason why people are assuming that he's off the enhancer is because he's not draining himself 30 plus pounds. Crawford's a big dude. They look the same size to me. I don't think he needs to be in any type of juice. I think he's the same size as Canelo. Canelo is naturally a 160 pounder, maybe even 54. He just is Canelo. He's the money man. And at one point, he was that skilled where he was able to go up to 168, even 175 pounds to challenge these bigger guys. But Crawford and Canelo, in my opinion, is an even match. And actually, at first, when it first was announced, sorry to speak so long, Greg, I don't want to be long-winded, but I actually think this is a great, great fight for the sport because both guys have, even though I think Canelo's going to get dominated, it's a great fight in the sense that it's going to draw so much attention to the sport. So I don't know if we're so shitting on the fight or we're just gonna criticize Crawford for cherry picking this fight or however we're looking at it. But in my humble opinion, I think it's a great fight for the sport of boxing.
So I think
This
there's
guy's a cooking.
I got two things. So I got a
I want to
question and then
respond.
I got a question and then I got a comment. So my comment is when I hear people say that Terence Crawford is going to dominate, what I hear, and maybe maybe this is just my interpretation, but my interpretation is they're plucking Terence Crawford from 147, 154 and dropping him in 168 and think he's going to perform the exact same way. And I'm telling you, you're going to see a decline in him as well because of the incremental weight. That's number one. Number two, my question is when he goes into the dirt, like when Canelo puts him in the dirt, how will you feel inside? Will you feel depressed, or will you feel how will you feel inside if he goes into the dirt?
Can I comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I answer?
Yeah, go
Hell
ahead.
no, bro. You know what's funny? Yeah, you know what's funny is that I actually like both dudes, bro. No Diddy, like I like both guys. I think they've both excelled. Even though Crawford's resume is trash, and I mean beating up a damn near dead Spence, you know what I mean? But the his skill set is absolutely fanatical in my opinion, and I think, like I said, if you're off the community, you feel me? If you're gonna like Crawford regardless, like the energy around him just brings vitality to the sport. So and that being said, I also like Canelo for what he's done because his resume is actually, outside of the last couple of fights, his resume is incredible. I won't care who wins or who loses. Now, the reason I'm saying he's gonna get dominated, I don't think, and this is all because I don't believe Canelo is at where he was. I don't think it's that hard to beat Canelo if you are a boxer puncher, which Crawford is. 1-2, 1-2, move, bam. He gonna stay right there. He has terrible feet. Am I lying or am I lying? Does Canelo have bad feet or not?
They're not the greatest.
I don't think
They're not the greatest. They're not the greatest, but I wouldn't call
For
them
somebody
bad.
like Lara or somebody like that, not somebody against Crawford.
Yeah, I don't think Crawford's gonna be able to move like people think.
He's not going to capitalize on that.
He didn't move like that in the Madrigal fight.
Facts.
Even
Where was all these skills in the Madrigal
He
fight?
didn't need to.
Yeah,
He didn't need
my
to.
brother's my bad.
Hold on.
But
He
look,
wanna
So
cut
real
like
quick,
12
I'm
rounds.
sorry.
When can we respond to this?
Hold on. I'm okay. Best dance video. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds to respond, but I gotta get to Shelton Moore too. He hasn't had a chance to talk.
I'm gonna let Shelton talk.
I'll be real quick because I know there's
Yeah.
a call log of people waiting. But look, I just want to say that we're confused in the fact that Crawford needs to be this spectacular 12-round precision perfect fight. I don't think, my point is, I don't think you need a whole lot to beat Canelo. I know that sounds extreme, but if you have the basic fundamentals and you can keep that cardio up for 12 rounds, because I don't think he's going to stop Canelo. I mean, that's kind of nobody. I don't think it's that too difficult. 1-2 move, 1-2 move. The same thing. As a matter of fact, just compare it to his last fight. If the dude that Canelo just fought through a little bit with more intent instead of running around the ring like a coward, he might have won that fight. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Crawford has that ability. Bro, by the way, listen, if Crawford wins, which most people I talk to, you know what I'm saying, think he will, I'm saying it's not because he's that much better than Canelo or even that great of a fight. I just think he's getting Canelo in a perfect spot. The only people that won't get Canelo in a good spot, my bad, I'm gonna let y'all talk. Only people that not gonna get Canelo in a good spot is the people who are stationary and is dumb enough to try to trade with a dude that can crack and is immune to getting knocked out. That's my only point. And Greg, I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to be too long-winded. I appreciate your time. Just dwell on what
Wait, don't go nowhere.
Listen.
Don't go nowhere.
No. He gonna stay. He gonna stay.
It's mad people. It's mad people.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now. I just appreciate the time y'all give.
Oh, he on the phone?
But I just wanted to say.
No. He's on the actual thing.
I got some questions for him.
Okay, hold on. Before we go to the
got a question for the whole panel.
But hold on. Before we go there, remember your questions, best friend. I gotta get Shelton Moore in the building. Shelton Moore, you my boy. I gotta get you in the building. Shelton Moore, what's up?
Greg, my favorite hater. What's up?
Hey man, I'm one of the best to do it, baby.
I know. No, but they was saying you was hating. You making an observation. You was making an observation. I mean, people gotta stop being so sensitive. You can't think that
Hey, Shelton Moore, Shelton, you're breaking up a little bit for some reason. We're having a hard time hearing you.
Because it's an echo. They need to go on mute. It's been echoing the whole show.
Okay, let's put everybody on mute. So mute. So everybody's on mute now. Go ahead. No, you're still breaking up though. Everybody's on mute now.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It's down. That's still breaking up.
Yeah, a little bit.
If I'm breaking up, I just have to go. Go ahead, because they cooking over there. They so anxious to say something. Go ahead, dude.
We can't. Hey, we can't. I can't understand you. Like try to call the phone number instead.
Okay, well, the numbers in the chat.
Yeah, the number's in the chat. Or I'll put it in the chat right now. Call the number because I can't hear you.
All
right. Bet.
Does anybody have a fight where somebody jumped up a couple weight classes and a smaller guy won that y'all favor, like from just boxing history? Anybody?
The only thing that I can even think of, man, is Sugar Ray versus Hagler. That's the only thing I can think of, and I don't think he was favored.
All right, so I got.
What is in favored in the fight?
The best fight. Oh, does anybody else have one?
Not that I can think of.
The smaller guy dominate the bigger guy.
I've never seen a smaller guy move up and straight dominate a bigger guy, except maybe like Ruiz, but he was straight. He was hot ass. But go ahead.
Have you watched James Toney versus Aaron Barkley?
Didn't he lose to Barkley? He lost.
Hell no.
He didn't lose to Barkley.
He beat the living shit out of Barkley.
He stopped Barkley.
He beat the living shit out of Barkley.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. I'm sorry.
That was one of the most.
That was dude that Roy lost to at first, and then came back and knocked him out. That's what I'm thinking about. Sorry.
Yeah, James Toney. It was such a skill deficit in terms of size. James Toney beat that man from pillar to post the entire fight, but you never seen Aaron Barkley get staggered, stumble, anything like that. He didn't look the same when he went to the corner after the first 3 rounds, but he never looked like he was physically deteriorating. He looked like he could take that the entire time, without his eyes being swollen up by round 9. But I would advise anybody that wants a realistic sense of what a smaller, skilled fighter would need to beat a bigger fighter, especially one who doesn't throw a lot of volume, who is a big puncher, because Aaron Barkley is one of the only people, I think he's the only person that knocked out Tommy Hearns twice.
Yeah, he did beat Tommy Hearns twice. And I get what you're saying. You're basically saying this is what is required. This is the level of skill required above the bigger fighter to actually dominate him.
Right.
He don't need to dominate him.
Doesn't reflect that whatsoever.
No, he's
no.
Listen. He's responding to the gentleman before that said that Terence Crawford was going to dominate him. That's what he's saying. He's disproving that fact or that comment.
Is that guy? Is he still here?
No, he logged off.
Why he gonna log off? Because I had questions for him.
Man, he's saying the same thing you saying. That Crawford gonna
Nah, he's a hater. That dude was a hater. Get out of here.
How was he a hater?
He said Bud was juicing. You didn't hear him say that?
He didn't
say Bud was juicing. He didn't say
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He said,
in my opinion, the way he got there was kind of ish, but he landed his plane a little.
And he said Bud was juicing too.
No.
Because I wanted to ask him about that.
No. You misunderstood. No. You misunderstood. He said the premise of the video was that Terence Crawford may be on something, but he never said Crawford was on something. That's not what he said.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was hating because first of all he was saying, Canelo 2021, and so he's not gonna give Bud credit. So.
Oh fuck!
So
man.
He's hating, right?
No. Hold on,
He's trying not to give Bud credit for his win that he about to get, right? So he hating, right?
No, he's not hating. Hold on, we got Shelton Moore in the building. Let's let Shelton Moore get off because we haven't given him a chance. He's on the phone now. Shelton, what's going on?
What's up, man? Am I better now?
Oh, you much better, brother.
Okay. No, you wasn't the video you made, bro. You wasn't hating. You was just making an observation. It's okay. I don't know. When we got to the point where people think all of these fighters are perfect and they do nothing wrong, and if you say that their shoe is untied, you're a hater. I don't get that. I mean, if everybody was pulling for the same person, wouldn't the sport be boring?
Facts.
gotta have some antagonists, But when I just like the fact that we can go back and forth on this channel and not nobody gets called a bitch or a hater or faggots, and they go wild out here, man. These streets, man, it's crazy. But yeah, I don't think that. I was listening to what people were saying and what they omitting. We said, what I think they're omitting is this. Bud may not be the same at 168, as you've been stating, Greg. He may not be the same. May not be as fast. May not be as strong. May not have as much endurance. But I haven't seen a real good Canelo since the Caleb Plant fight, to be honest.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair, Shelton. But my problem is, I still think the subpar Canelo that we've seen over the last, let's call it 3 fights, I still think that's a good enough to put a guy that's moving up, that doesn't have the frame to be at 168, that doesn't have the cardiovascular conditioning, theoretically, to be at 168 with the incremental weight on him. I think that that's enough to put him in the dirt. And I just want everybody to show up on Saturday afternoon or evening or night when the fight is over to come in and cry and whine like bitches. That's what I want to see. I want everybody here. I want the best damn videos here. I want everybody here.
Now, see, I think that Canelo is going against also Turkey and Victor Conte. Really 3-on-1 over there.
See, he a hater.
Who a hater?
God, I can't believe
Sin.
I cannot.
Well, I got to be a hater because I'm acknowledging all the facts.
It was priceless, bro.
Sin, I have a question for you, Sin.
Hold on, we got multiple people talking.
Greg, I'm glad you never took it down. Because I go back and look at that video sometimes. It just laughs.
Well, hold on. What video? Shelton Moore, what video are you talking about?
The live.
Oh, the night of the Crawford Spence fight? And your face and Greg's face?
I will never take down. I will never take down the video. I don't care what. So, dude, what you guys? I'm gonna put. You guys are so full of shit. I'm about to pull that video up. You're full of shit. I was not sad. Bullshit. Okay.
I think DH is right though. I think this fight not gonna be what y'all think.
I agree. I don't think the fight's gonna be what people think it's gonna be either.
I bet Keith was at home crying, or she was at the venue crying.
Okay.
I didn't know 2 Cents back then, but I guarantee she was cussing at the TV and some more shit.
I done had enough of this shit.
Y'all niggas need to let this shit go. Y'all sound like Al Bundy with the 4 touchdowns. This shit is ridiculous.
That's not right.
Y'all niggas,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Homeboy had a whole fight in between the Spence fight. Like, let it fucking go, bro. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. Homeboy, Crawford doesn't even look at it as his biggest win.
I don't care about that.
Crawford doesn't even look at it as his biggest win. Stop it.
Greg, Bernard Hopkins didn't move up 2 weight classes and beat Tarver?
Yeah, but he cut 2. No, he moved up 1 weight class. No, 2 weight classes. Yeah, he went up 60 to 75. Yeah, 60 to 75. Yeah, that's fine. So Bernard Hopkins is 6'1" and had been killing himself to make 160. Like, he should have already been at 68.
Terence Crawford has been killing himself to make 147. He told you guys that before.
Yeah, but that's 2 fucking. That's 4 weight classes, though, bro.
He's gonna whoop this redhead Mexican, and I'm gonna laugh all the way.
Either way, y'all look crazy.
Why we crazy?
Bud has been killing himself to make 147 and even 154. You're saying that he's been beating up on people at 130, 135, 140. You're crazy. You don't make him look like a great. If you saying that he's not draining himself, you making yourself look crazy.
Facts.
He looks like a weight bully.
I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry.
The record is undefeated. It don't matter.
Hold on. I'm pulling up Fight Night.
Rick, one more question.
It matters when it's packed.
On the back of Terence Crawford's shirt, it said 4-time undisputed. Where do you think he's going after he gets this 3rd one? Do you think he's going?
So he ain't going to defend it.
It says jump off a bridge on the back of his shirt. You going?
He ain't going to defend it.
Okay. I'm pulling up. I'm sorry, because you guys have been lying. I'm about to pull up. I'm pulling it up right now. And
I have a question for you, Greg.
Hold on. So let's see. Let's see here. Do you guys see that?
My dude got his ass whooped, but he fought his heart out. He wasn't going out like no he didn't go out like no chump. You know,
go to the second, first and second
jab.
Controls in, can't smoke all buzz. Out all the resumes and the people that he fought subsequent to that, and everything that I said was based on numbers. So there is no hating. It's what I.
Look how mad Jason look.
In the third round,
Your guy loses.
You got to give him his
Oh,
props.
y'all was hurt.
Jason hot.
What's happening? It is what it is.
Oh, y'all was
It is what it
I can't
is.
sit up here and say that. I got to say what I said.
Look at Greg looking so sad.
Why am I looking sad?
Incredible.
How am I looking sad?
Hey, that's what Jason on the low.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Fuck all y'all. Fuck them.
He drinking. They had that boy drinking that.
Fuck you all. That's water. What are you talking about? That's
Greg was drunk for 3 days.
all right. Anyway, back to the topic. All right.
I have a question though, Greg. Question.
Go ahead. Shoot this question.
Okay, so tell me any standing fighter from 175 to 130 that got a better resume than Bud, and give me the top 3 of their fighters, their current champions. Give me their 3 best wins, and tell me their resume is better than Crawford's.
So Devin Haney's resume is better than Crawford's. Canelo's resume is better than Crawford's.
Are you serious right now?
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Devin Haney. Come on, Devin Haney done beat Lomachenko. He done beat Regis Prograis. He done what? Those guys are better than anybody on Crawford's resume.
Better than anybody Crawford fought. Better than anybody Crawford fought.
According to Crawford.
Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this real slow. Lomachenko and Regis Prograis wouldn't beat me, Machine. Neither one of them.
Okay, let me finish.
If they were the same size.
Let me finish. Yeah, they would if they're the same size. But
let them finish first.
Arrow's
let's hit his BS.
Arrow's resume is better. Canelo's resume is better. Hold on, you said the 75, right? Bivol's resume is better. Bivol resume is better.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else is fighting?
Resume is better.
But you gotta give me the people. You gotta give me the people, Greg. Don't just say it's better. Give me the winners. Give me the people he beat.
Bivol beat Beterbiev, Canelo, and that's all I need to say. That's all I need.
That's all you need.
Beterbiev resume is better because he beat Bivol, he beat Bivol and he beat Yardy. Those niggas better than anybody on Crawford's resume.
Who? Yardy.
Caleb Smith. Okay.
Yardy.
Benavidez resume is better. He beat Caleb Plant, and who else he beat? Give me somebody else.
Wait, who?
He beat Caleb Plant, and he beat
Did he beat Anthony Yard too?
and he beat Morrell, That's good enough. That's good enough. Like Terence Crawford resume is ass, bruh. It's ass, bruh.
Okay, but Greg, you named 3 people, bro.
You told me to
and they all way more than him.
You said anybody up to 175. You said anybody.
You named 3 people, my guy.
Hold up, Terrence. You said hold on.
But y'all don't talk about none of the other divisions.
No. We're not gonna do that.
So why is it just Bud y'all talk about?
No. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Dude,
147.
No.
Why about 154?
No. I gotta mute you. Because you said name 3 people, anybody all the way up from 35 to 75. When I do it, then you said you only named 3 people and they all bigger than Bud. What the fuck are you talking about? That don't even make no sense.
Why don't you talk about the other divisions where they beat nobody?
Jamel Charlo's resume is better. So
how?
No, he's not.
What do you mean?
How?
Greg, hold on.
Tell me who he beat.
How many times he defended his belt?
Don't say how. I'm asking how. I'm sorry.
Hey, we gotta go one at a time. We gotta go one at a time. So we're gonna let Shelton Moore go. Then we're gonna go. Say that again.
Huh? When's the last time you saw a resume climb through the ropes and win a fight?
Oh, I mean, we understand that. We understand that.
These dudes on the move the goalposts anywhere they could.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't think that's
the motherfucker that's across the ring from you.
Facts.
That's all.
Facts. That's a fair assessment. Now I want to go to Sin Line. What do you have to say about what was just said?
What was the question? What am I addressing?
Well, they're talking about he's talking about resumes and why we are not addressing other individuals who have maybe similar resumes. My opinion is we don't see the same level of vitriol and people boasting these other fighters like we're boasting Terence Crawford. That nigga resume is similar to other fighters, but yet we're talking about how fucking great he is, and people they start talking about he's undisputed twice. That makes him the greatest. No, the fuck it don't. His resume ain't no different than other people. He just beat guys that were champions. That's my opinion. Go
Jamel
ahead, Sid.
Charlo's
At the time,
resume
he
is
ain't stopped.
better.
He hasn't
He
stopped no
beat
challenges.
Vanes
That's the way I feel about it.
Martirosyan,
He
Joaquin
hasn't stopped no
Alcine.
challenges.
Hold on. Sin,
My
then
fault.
DH. Sin, then DH. Go ahead, Sin.
I've never seen this man stop no challenges or crush no egos. When you think about a challenger and a champion, there's two type of mentalities that are being pitted against each other. Where the challenger wants to prove itself, he's got damn near, I ain't gonna say he has nothing to lose, but they're coming with that nothing to lose type heart because they're trying to prove themselves. And the champion is trying to prove that he is that this is his time, this is his domain. Anybody coming to the top of this mountain is getting knocked the fuck down if you think you're gonna take anything out of my hand. Crawford has never fought with that mentality in 40-something fights. So, and I think it's deliberate at this point. There's no way you can make it this high in numbers with wins, but we still don't know who you're facing. In addition to that, there's like 22. We see him in altercations with people. He just told one of the podcasters who asked him, "Was Floyd better than him?" He responded to the podcaster, "Can I beat your ass?" That ain't no championship mentality to me. Like, how do you respond to that? Where somebody asks, "Are you better than Floyd?" and you say, "Can I whoop your ass?" What is that answer? So I'm just saying, like, nothing about his career moves. I don't see nobody in more altercations with fighters outside the ring, but the fights don't never get made. He had an issue with Teofimo. Then there was controversy with Virgil Ortiz. Ryan Garcia said that you a bum, you a hype job, come see me in the ring. These are all good money fights that could be made. Why are you running all the way up to see Canelo? Like, there's not 22 motherfuckers that you could fight to really build up a Canelo fight. And Canelo won't be the one bringing in all the monetization. Y'all would actually look like y'all was on the even playing field, and you won't look like one of the feed the children, or one of those orphan kids that's just looking for a handout. Because that's what it seems like to me. It's a charity fight for Crawford. Crawford is the one who hasn't earned his keep in his sport.
All right, let me
Bro,
before I move to hold on,
please,
before I
bro.
move hold on. I got to go to DH, then I'll come back to you. But before I do that, I got to hit Merlone 9 up. Hit us with the $5. Resume is not about jobs you had. It's about how you perform on those jobs. I'm just saying, not just about who you fought. Canelo been spanked by his top ops. Okay, I hear what you're saying. All right, DH, I want to give you an opportunity, and then I think I'm gonna come back to you, Band Up. But let me give DH an opportunity. DH, what's up?
Yeah, just to answer that question about Jamel Charlo, like his his resume is way better than Crawford's. Way better than Crawford's. Just the names on them. Like, people forget he beat the shit out of Joaquin Alcine, who before that beat who's that French dude? That French dude that just throws hooks. What was his name? That got knocked out by David Benavidez late in his career at 168, but he was a middleweight. Joaquin Alcine came down in weight and fought Jamel Charlo and beat the shit out of him. Beat Austin Trout. Beat Erickson Lupin. Beat Charles Hatley. Beat Vanes Mazarosian when Vanes Mazarosian just drew with Lara and got beat by. He did get beat by Andre, but Andre barely won that fight. Andre barely won that fight against Martirosyan. And then Jamel Charlo goes in and outboxes him worse than he's ever been outboxed before. Then he beats Tony Harrison after a draw or after a loss. Then he beats Jason Rosario. Easy. That's before Jason Rosario is getting knocked out,
every other weight and then went up in weight as well. Brian Castano, who beat Derevchenko in the amateur, like in the World Boxing Series. Like, y'all motherfuckers don't know boxing. Like, y'all just talk. Y'all don't know who these people fought and when they fought them. You just talk shit. You don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Like, you don't. And it's hilarious. It's hilarious because you just say people's resumes is trash just to defend your guy. But your guys...
DH, you wanna? Okay.
Well, DH.
Hold on.
DH, I have a question for you.
Hold on. I got to get to somebody else, and then you can ask your question. Let me get to my boy ASVP TV. Then we'll go to you. Best damn videos, and then Big Supreme. What's going on,
Don't forget
ASVP
about your
TV?
man's over here.
Okay, I'm sorry, Band Up.
Oh yeah, band up.
We got a lot of people in the building. Go ahead. No, let's do this. Go Band Up. Then we're gonna go to ASVP TV, and then Big Supreme.
Yo, I just want to say, dog, I'm gonna just point out one thing: how this nigga shouldn't be sounding fucking retarded, dog. This nigga gonna see her talking about some motherfucking Ryan Garcia, talking about some damn Terence Crawford when Ryan Garcia wasn't even at 147 at the time. And then when you see this nigga get to 147, he out here losing the fucking Rolly Romero. But you want to sit here and make me believe that Terence Crawford is a good fight for him. That's all I gotta say. Anybody else to fucking believe that shit, bro? That's fucking wild. This nigga really trying to see here.
Oh, and he said something about T.O.
Terence Crawford. Get the fuck out of here. That is not
racist.
Nobody wants to see that. We already know who the fuck's gonna win. Nigga, if you think Ryan's gonna beat,
why would Bub fight a racist?
Yeah. Okay. I got you. All right. Let's go to ASVP TV. What's up, man?
What's good with you, Greg?
I'm good,
why you
man.
let that man say that crazy ass shit?
Hey, what you talking about?
Garcia could have fought Ryan.
I'm giving everybody the opportunity to say what they want to say.
Look, man, I heard enough stupid stuff for me to call in. So we seem to get in this little frenzy every time Bud name come. I guess because of Devin Haney stuff with Victor Conti and Vada and all this shit. Y'all get into this little smack madness, man. Like, it just get y'all out of y'all character talking crazy. Like, I don't get it. You think he on something. You going out your way to accuse him of being on something. But you ain't saying nothing towards Canelo in his camp that done popped dirty several times. The list is long for them. But who popped dirty in this camp over here, man?
Hold on, you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about everybody who got something to say about Victor Conti and Vada and
okay.
Bud, Dirty and all this and that. Why the disrespect ain't as loud for Canelo? You know, I ain't gonna play the race card because I ain't none of you PBC niggas, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got the fight like I've been calling for the past few months. Greg can vouch for that. I got on here damn near every week said Bud versus Canelo 2025. Look what Turkey do, man. So we got the fight. And Greg, I remember how you took your trip to Mexico. You went out your way to ask Mexican fans. I mean, to ask the locals, did they know who Terence Crawford was?
And they did.
So that's what I want you to do. So
they don't know who that nigga is, man.
When Canelo,
okay.
Gets ass beat,
They don't know a lot of people.
And I want you to ask him.
Especially him.
You to ask him again after he beat Canelo ass.
Yeah, okay.
Go back down there and ask him.
Man, I hate these niggas.
yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, hold on.
Jamal, man. Come on, man. Don't get on here and disrespect the Jamal. Even the people that support, but we ain't got to do that. You know, I give Jamal his credit. He put on a good, entertaining fight. He put on a scrap. You know, the nigga had half the fights that the niggas that they claim was gonna beat Bud had. You know what I'm saying? So he put up a better performance than them. You know?
All right.
Put Errol in the dirt, he did better than him. Had to put the quarter down, he did better than him. And then all this Bud, weight, bully talk and all this and that whole time, Errol Spence out here having fat camps just to make weight. Sean Porter, we know he was fighting Usyk in the amateurs. We ain't got to guess what weight he used to be. Like, come on, man. Don't be pointing the finger and talking about one man a weight bully. He ain't never missed weight. He ain't never been unprofessional in that way.
Oh, God.
I like, hold on. I like Keyshawn Davis, but shit, he looking suspect right now, man. He missed weight. Terrible. You know? That's unprofessional. You know, he ain't like these other guys out here like your boy David Benavidez, looking like a sack of laundry in a face-off in between fights. You know.
Okay.
You know, I digress. I ain't
All right.
gonna do y'all
Let's
too bad.
let's
But look
let's
though,
move.
y'all have hold on. Y'all have y'all opinion. It's valid, man.
Okay.
I ain't gonna knock y'all for that. But September 13th, just be here.
All right, we're gonna be here, and make sure you here too. If he gets put in the dirt, I want you here
Then we'll
crying
be
like a
holding
baby.
it down.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna title the
anybody?
documentary Super Bud
Yeah,
Waterboy.
okay.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
well, yeah,
So yeah,
whatever.
I'm holler at
Okay.
y'all, boys.
All right. So we're gonna go to Big Supreme, then we're gonna
Jeez,
pull.
bro.
We're gonna get YSM in the building as well. So Big Supreme, then YSM. What's up, Big Supreme?
You got Miller on here?
Yeah, he on here.
I just wanted to say I agree with everything you were saying, Greg. Man, I can't stand this Crawford nigga, bro. Can't stand him. I cannot stand him. You converted me, Greg. All right, so this is my thing with Crawford, right? I ask this question all the time. Who did he fight that was like a real 50-50 fight that we wanted to see? Now I get we built up Spence, whatever, but come on, Spence, he wasn't taking boxing serious like he said. He was drinking. He flew out the Ferrari windshield. Like, who did he really fight? Like, he didn't fight Thurman. He didn't fight Danny. Now, people are going to say, well, they were avoiding Bud and the politics. But then when you mention this about Tank and Shakur and Haney and all of these guys that make these funny concessions and then go against their word and they try to put people in front of the fight, it's all excuses. So my thing is this, right? This is the main concern I have with Crawford moving up to fight Canelo, right? At 147, he was a devastating puncher, but he's using 8-ounce gloves. He moved up to 154, one division. 10-ounce gloves, went the whole distance with Majimov. Now, people are going to say, he was fainting a lot, his movement. I get that. Now you're going to move up 2 more weight classes. And you expect me to believe that you're going to... This is for the people that saying he's going to demolish Canelo. Like, he's fought Bivol, he's fought Triple G, he's fought, what's my man name? The lefty that he knocked down the 3rd round. I'm not remembering his name, but he said he was the hardest puncher that he fought. Like, he's fought a lot of big punches, and I feel like to think that he's gonna get dominated and washed by Crawford, who's 30 years old, moving up 3 weight classes, that's crazy. But I'm gonna jump in the background. That's all I got.
Yeah, I know you talking about.
Greg, I didn't get to ask my questions.
Now, I got some stuff going on, but yeah, that's basically what I got to say though.
Well, I'm going on with Supreme.
Okay,
I got a question for you.
Okay, you can ask him in a second, man. I want to make sure everybody that's come on has got an opportunity. YSM, what's going on with you, man?
What's good, Greg?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
Oh man, slow motion. I got an echo.
No,
yeah, you got
really.
an echo one.
Oh, you hear echo on?
I do.
What about now?
You seem fine to me. Go ahead and spit.
I think the Crawford Canelo's a 50-50 fight.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Crawford getting stopped. I can see Crawford outboxing Canelo due to Canelo can't cut in the ring off. He still had the same deficiencies for the last 15 years. I think it's more so about what Crawford shows up. I think Terence Crawford fans are slightly delusional in the sense of they think that he's going to be the same Bud that they've seen at 35, 40, 47. That's not reality. Like, you're putting on 20 pounds. You can't expect him to be as sharp and as explosive as he once was.
Facts.
But we got to see it. I think that the size isn't as glaring as I thought in the past, but can Crawford's chin hold up? I got more questions than answers, and that's why I said it's a 50-50 fight. Now, as far as the steroid stuff, I'm about to say something super controversial.
Yeah.
I don't care. If Crawford's on a pack, I don't care. May the best pack win, because I know what they're doing on that side. So I don't even want it brought up. We know what they're doing on that side consistently, like the last 10 years. So to me, don't even bring it up. Whoever got the best Captain America Super Soldier serum's going to win. That's where I'm at with it.
No, I feel you on that. And I've heard some other people make the same comment. My
I
my
like
only
that, bro.
thing
I like
about
that.
my only thing about the whole Crawford thing is that from what I'm seeing today of Crawford, it's impossible to tell how much of his weight increase is muscle and fat or fat. And the fact that you've just simply put on muscle and you look a little bit more massive, I would expect that if you're moving up in weight. And that's not necessarily an indicator that you're on anything at this point. I won't know that until he gets in the ring. And if we see Terence Crawford get in the ring and he maintains power, speed, endurance, reflexes, then you can tell,
Then you
then we
know
can
what
start
time it
talking
is.
about him on, yeah, then we can
That's
talk
what I'm
about,
saying.
yeah, then we can talk about he's on something. But just because he's bigger don't mean shit.
I mean, we're really not gonna know until like the media workout and stuff like that. How he looks like doing high repetitions under some duress, depending on how hard he works or whatever like that. And because we're not gonna know all this pre-camp, all this front of the camp stuff. Yeah,
Hey, you sound a little
he and
bad,
I.
bro. You
Question: You
breaking
got
up a
Darth
little bit.
Shit.
Vader?
Yeah, I
You
don't know
breaking up
what's
a little
going
bit.
on.
You got
I don't know
Darth
what's
Vader on the
going on.
panel.
Can I ask my questions
Yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah. Okay, DH, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and let
So for
best damn video ask this question.
so I'm gonna start with Big Supreme. Big Supreme. So give me two fighters that since Buzz been fighting at 135 to now that you would give him respect. You would say they were 50-50 fight that he didn't fight.
I ain't gonna lie, he ain't really got no 50-50 fights, but I'll give him Gamboa.
Uh, oh, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. The
But
people, there was
Gamboa
not
gold
many.
medal
There
at
was
126, bro.
everybody would have favored Bud in all of the fights. All of those
Listen,
people
he won the
there.
gold medal
It
at
didn't even
126,
matter,
bro.
bro. They know Bud was
It does
better.
matter. It
Okay,
does matter. You got a dude moving up to
For DH,
168 that fought
DH.
a former 122 pounder, and then you giving him credit for that.
I'm sorry,
Does that make
Supreme.
sense?
I didn't hear what you
So
said, Supreme.
Gamboa used to fight. All right, look, he won a gold medal at 122.
Hmm.
Came in the professional ranks, was at 126, got knocked down a bunch of times, moved up two more weight classes, then he fought Bud. Bud is shrinking down 30, 40 pounds to make 135, bro. You don't get credit for that. Not to me.
Yeah, no, I feel where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from. What's your
I don't
second
know if I
question?
shook you up there on best videos, but that's just my opinion, bro. Like if you walking around 180, but somehow make 135 and you fight a dude that's moving up two weight classes, how much credit do you really deserve?
Yeah.
But my point, Supreme, is that it wasn't anybody that you guys would give him credit for, no matter who he beat. It seems like y'all saying
That's
no matter
bullshit,
who
bro.
he
Why didn't he
beat
beat
at this
Thurman?
point, he would not
Why didn't
get
he fight
credit. So
Boots?
that's the point I'm making.
He should have fought
No,
Boots, bro. Like he would have got all the credit in the world that he
Yeah.
thinks he
I
deserves if he would have fought Boots.
I think he missing. Well, hold on. I think it's more than that. I think had he moved differently earlier in his career and went over and made the fights happen with Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and Errol Spence, even if he didn't get Errol until the actual time he got him, then he would have gotten more credit. I think the issue is like the timing on everybody that he fights is always suspect. That's it. That's it.
Danny turned
Agreed.
down
I think that's
$10
fair.
million, bro, and he was
Man, Danny,
still in
man,
his
bullshit. He ain't getting no $10
come
million.
on. But anyway, for DH, you mentioned that you don't like Bud's resume, and you said that Charlo's resume is so much better. And
DH ain't
now
on.
you
He's
mentioned
not
a
on.
lot of nuances, but why
He's
don't
not
you
on.
give Bud the same credit for the nuances? Like when he beat those people. When he
He's not
beat those
on.
people, yes, those people were considered good at the time. But you don't give him the same credit. So
But he's
why is
not.
that, DH?
DH is not on. He's not on right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not on.
No,
But anyway, man.
my thing is,
Anyway,
when it comes to certain things, bro, you guys, when you talking about this damn Danny Garcia, that nigga was tripping over his feet in the fight with EJ, tripping over
so
his own feet. Like, bro, what do you guys want Danny to do? Go in there and get slept? Okay, Bud can sleep him. So what? So
yeah,
what? What the hell
yeah.
did that
Then
change?
they say
We
Danny
can
was
go out there,
nothing.
man, and we can, bro. All I know is, bro. Hey, look, bro. All I know is if there's a room full of niggas, right, a room full of cats, fighters, whatever you want to call them, and this guy's been beating all these cats up, and I go into that room and I beat this guy that's been beating all you guys up. What does that tell you?
Nothing. When that guy was
Okay.
in a car accident. When that guy was in a car accident, nothing.
Exactly what he
All
did.
right, guys. Hey, listen, I appreciate everybody that called in and joined the panel. My wife is getting home now, so I got to jump. This is a great Saturday afternoon rant. I appreciate everybody for coming in and coming in with an open mind and not, you know what I'm saying, coming in with a narrative that was not said in the video. We're going to talk more about this tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as other topics that are going on currently in the sport. So, man, if you're here today, make sure you're here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we can keep the conversation going. Or you can keep the conversation going in the Discord, either way. But we're going to end this one, man. I appreciate y'all all calling in.
Yes.
All right, man. Peace.
Salute.